Evening had come, and the large crowd that had gathered around Jesus and his disciples were now hungry. Jesus told them to sit in groups in the large field, one row behind the other. He then took the loaves and fishes, gave thanks for them, broke them, and passed them on to his disciples while saying, "You give them something to eat." The disciples started at one end of the front row and continued along, giving everyone something to eat. Then they turned around and started again at the same end of the same front row and asked everyone if they would like seconds. Was it really like that? That the front rows were served several times while the back rows waited in vain? No, of course not. Back then, everyone was served. But today, the situation looks completely different. There are still over 7,000 unreached people groups worldwide. Only 3% of all missionaries are found in these back rows. For every 10 euros donated to Christian causes, only 1 cent at most goes to missions among the unreached. Jesus was deeply moved with compassion when he saw these countless people and crowds, because they were exhausted and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. He said to his disciples, "The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Therefore, ask the Lord of the harvest to send workers into his harvest field." Most of the world's unreached people groups are in India. People from over the 2,000 ethnic groups there have never heard the gospel of Jesus. Hinduism originated in India, and therefore most of these millions of people are Hindus. The Ganges Plain in northern India has the highest density of unreached peoples in the world. Millions of Hindus believe that they are trapped in a never-ending cycle of rebirth. Millions of Hindus believe that they have to bear the consequences of their own actions. They believe that poverty, disease, and suffering are self-inflicted and the just punishment of the gods. Millions of Hindus believe that it is only possible to save themselves by their own actions. The worship of many gods, countless sacrificial rituals, and difficult pilgrimages are motivated by the longing for blessings, happiness, and peace. 500 million Hindus made a pilgrimage to the banks of the Ganges in 2025 for the Great Kumbh Mela, the most important Hindu religious festival. Bathing in the holy river promises them purification from their sins and freedom. These millions of Hindus need the bread of life. They need Jesus. But how can the people in this land find faith in Jesus if they have never heard of him? Christians are very unevenly distributed in India. 95% live in the south and northeast of the country, while in the northern states, there are very few Christians and churches. These believers deal with severe persecution, and the government has instituted anti-conversion laws. This region, which includes the Ganges Plain, is characterized by great poverty, both material and spiritual. Uttar Pradesh is the main state through which the Ganges flows. It is home to 230 million people, including over 800 unreached people groups. Since there are only a very small number of Christians in Uttar Pradesh, there is little chance that these people and people groups will come into contact with churches, with local Christians, and thus with the gospel. For example, the Brahmins, Rajputs, and Jats are found in the Ganges Plain. They are among the most influential and elite Hindus. They are one of the largest groups and are extremely close to the gospel. The Dobi ethnic group earns their living as laundry workers. They are one of the many underprivileged groups, along with the Dom, who burn the dead. Society doesn't pay attention to them. The Kahar also belong to this underprivileged group. They are load carriers, sometimes called porters. The Agora Sadhus are a spiritual community who are regarded as the guardians of Hinduism. They believe that one can attain supernatural powers and liberation through practices that are normally considered taboo in society. How can these people and people groups in the Ganges Plain of North India hear the good news of the Savior Jesus Christ if no one proclaims it to them? This region needs people who hear the call of God to be sent to these back rows. It needs men and women who will distribute the bread of life to hungry people. It needs those who are called to plant churches in villages and towns. Hear the call of God yourself and feed them. You can pray. Start praying today for one or more of the unreached people groups in this area. Pray that many missionaries will be sent to northern India. Maybe you are one of them. If you respond to the call, it can and will change everything for the people of the Ganges Plain. Do you want to be part of a prayer initiative for the Ganges Plain of North India? Do you want to be sent out and go there as part of a prayer outreach or beyond? Then get in touch with us via the contact form at www.unreached-volksgruppen.org.